Gosh, I wish I knew this information before I was in high school, man. I'm giving y'all the tea. Hey, it's Original Curly J, and today, welcome back to another episode of Back to School, The Curlyj Way. And today I'm going to be giving you guys the 12 things that I wish I knew before high school. Before we get into this video, go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up if you're enjoying this Back to School series. I think I have a few more episodes and then we're gonna move on to something new. But don't forget to follow me on my social medias. Again, behind the scenes, if y'all wanna see all the background stuff, follow me there. And hit that subscribe button and make sure to show some love for the major consistency that we've been having. I mean, it's astronomical, honestly. Anyway, we're gonna keep this nice, short, sweet, and simple. Let's get into the 12 things I wish I knew before high school. So the first thing I wish I knew before high school is how important it is to get into sports and clubs. So aside from opening new experiences, it helps with the fact that you are in a phase of your life where you're learning about yourself. So it helps you find new things that you like, or even people that you actually connect with that you wouldn't know that unless you jumped in there, met new people. You know, if you don't go into sports and clubs, you kind of circulate yourself around the people that you have class with that you don't actually have a bond with in general. And I know a lot of clubs also open new interests into certain career paths, and they allow you to travel outside of school too. The next thing that I wish I knew is that the only thing that brings up your GPA is AP classes or college level classes, not keeping straight A's. See, my dumb self, I thought straight A's, I've been doing them all my life, that's all I gotta do and I'm gonna graduate with a 6.0. No, that's not how GPA works at all. The only way your GPA goes up a lot, I mean, that helps in some sense. It does help because if you have bad grades like B's and C's and D's, then you're not gonna really get anywhere, right? It's actually gonna stay at like a 2.0, 3 maybe. But in order to get it to like those next level, the 6s, you know what I'm saying? The 5 and the 6s, the only way you can do it is through AP classes and like the college level classes. The next thing is that people are going to be mean. They're going to talk crap about you. They're going to literally hate you, even if you are the nicest person in the entire school. So stop trying to please everybody. Now that's gonna be a whole other video that I'll do later down the road. So I'm gonna keep this part short, sweet, and simple. Just don't try to please everybody, because even if you are the nicest person, you're super respectful, you show up for your friends, you are super interactive, socializing, people are still gonna hate you. As a matter of fact, they might hate you even more because you're so nice to everybody. Take that from somebody who was literally hated on so much. I honestly don't know half of the reasons why. But I will say one thing I try to do is be everybody's friend, and you do not need to be. Stick to the people that you actually are close to and actually have a connection with you and genuinely are nice to you. This is one that I know a lot of people are not really gonna get, so I'll give an example. But getting in trouble for friends and your partner, whoever you're in a relationship with, is not worth it. What do I mean by this? If your friend or your partner is like, hey, skip class with me to spend time with me, or do you want to sneak out the class, go to the bathroom and smoke? Yeah, I was in one of those schools. It's not worth it. I don't care how much you don't see this person outside of school. I don't care what you want to do with this person that you can only do in school. If you guys want to make time for each other outside of school, then that is what's best. Or even if you go to like the sports games after school, that's even better, because at least you're not in school and going against school rules to hang out with this person. Because a lot of the times you're going and skipping class and you're actually gonna get in trouble. It's just not worth the risk, because even if you don't get in trouble and you do it the next time and you do, you just should have stayed in class. Education's a little more important to finish and get through school than for you to be cutting up and skipping class. And that brings me to the next thing. Do not challenge teachers, principals, guidance counselors, anybody. Don't challenge any of the adults inside that school. I'll tell you why. See, the thing is, even if the teacher is wrong, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose that fight. Parents have to get involved, principal has to get involved, you might get suspended. It's just not worth it. Honestly, you're never gonna see this teacher outside of school. This teacher's not gonna do anything for you beyond school, but you kind of need this teacher on your side to get to the end. You get what I'm saying? So why create a problem for yourself? Just stick to yourself, honestly. And even if you're wrong, they're wrong, whatever the case may be, even if it's not a serious situation and they're making it a big deal, just shut up. And that brings me to the next topic. Talk to teachers and coaches if you need help. Don't be scared to go ask for some dang help. Or if there was a situation that happened where they were incorrect, you ask for a one-on-one. You don't need to do that up in class and argue back with the teacher. Either schedule something where you can talk to them personally, or let's say you need help with a topic or subject, just go talk to the teacher. The teacher's going to help you 9 times out of 10. And even if they don't give you the best help, they'd still prefer you to ask for help versus fail their tests, right? Same thing with coaches. Coaches are really personable, and if you have a coach and you play a sport, which you should be doing because we talked about it earlier, they only have your best interests at heart, and they actually would like to build that bond with you because you're going to be on their team for most of the school year, right? So it's good to build those bonds with the teachers and coaches. That's going to help you in the long run until you graduate. You're kind of playing the system a little bit, you know what I mean? Like getting close to them, getting, you know, not becoming teacher's pet where you're like ratting out other people, but you're making them know that you feel comfortable with them, and that makes them want to help you. Get me? The next thing that I had to learn, and I still kind of didn't learn, I still did it anyway, but all those cute school supplies that you buy, you know, the unnecessary ones, you're never gonna use them. You're not even gonna really care that they're cute anymore after a couple months. Save your money, honestly. Buy the cheap or just the regular no design stuff, because you're gonna get bored of that design after a while, or if you buy a specific kind of pencil case, you're not really gonna like it anymore. So just stick with the basics, because you can really just customize the basics when you have downtime or if you're bored inside class. You know what I mean? So just don't waste your money, because you're really not gonna use it. But you know what you do need to buy? And that brings me to my next point. A scientific calculator. And I mean one of the good ones, the $100 ones. Not the little 40, not the little 10, not even the little rinky dinks. You need that $100 scientific calculator. The one that graphs, one that writes out equations for you. I'm telling you guys, if I had this in math, I would have boom. Now, math is my favorite subject. So whether you have trouble with math or you don't, you still should get this calculator. It is worth every penny. And especially if you plan on going into college after, you're gonna need it. The next thing is to make sure that you do not procrastinate and study. Study for everything. Now, I didn't really implement studying until 11th grade or like the end of 10th. Because I just remembered stuff and I tried to remember it off the top of my head. But studying is very helpful. Make flashcards, do as much as you need to, color coordinate your notes, be as organized as possible, so that way when you study, it's not as stressful and you're not like trying to remember the stuff. You're literally studying exactly how you put it down. If you know you have a test next Wednesday and it's the Tuesday the week before, you need to start studying, even if it's a little bit daily, because by the time you get to that Wednesday test, you're gonna know it inside and out. I'm telling you, do not wait last minute to study, because your brain is gonna scramble and it's gonna try to remember way too much at once. Don't wait. Same thing with assignments. Don't wait till last minute, because you're just gonna stress yourself out when you don't need to. Just get it done. Do a little bit at a time every single day until you're finished with it, until the due date. You know what I'm saying? Do as much pre-college work and apply for all the scholarships you possibly can in high school. And don't wait until your senior year, in the last 6 months of senior year, to actually get your community service hours and to apply for scholarships and to send in your applications for colleges. They're starting to accept them a lot earlier than that, like in 11th grade, you can actually start applying for colleges. Or if they don't allow you to do it yet, you can at least get your requirements out the way for that college. Same thing with the community service hours. You can actually get those through your clubs and sports. They actually have like little programs that you can do through the actual high school that will help you get those done as well. Another very fundamental thing to learn in high school, which I honestly should have done at least one, is to take your classes for another language seriously and try to actually learn that language. Because if you start learning that language in 9th grade, by the time you graduate, you're gonna be almost fluent in it. You should be, at least in a conversation, like a basic conversation. Being bilingual is extremely important inside this world and actually will just help you in everyday life, even if you just meet somebody that, let's say, speaks Spanish and you don't. Learning Spanish and taking that serious would have helped you, and jobs are going to love that. Which brings me to my last and final topic, which is school does not teach you about adulthood and how to be an adult. And I'm sure everybody who's graduated, everybody watching this, you know what I'm talking about. High school is not going to teach you how to be an adult, how to handle finances, how to open a credit card, how to buy a home, how to finance a car. It's not going to teach you how to open your own business. It's not going to teach you anything about being an adult. So yes, the only thing that you're really going to take is like math, statistics, and of course some reading and comprehension skills especially. So other than that, it's not going to teach you how to be an adult and do adult things, however. See, all those skills are helpful and they're going to help you in certain areas of being an adult, but it's not teaching you how to be. So you're going to have to learn all that when you graduate. So don't be nervous to go out into the real world. You're going to have to learn, and you will learn how to be an adult after high school. So don't think that because you went through high school, you now are ready to be an adult, because really when you graduate, you're gonna be not that equipped in the adult life. And because I love you guys so much, I have one more thing, a 13th thing that I wish I knew before high school. The bonus thing that I wish I knew before high school is to have fun and make memories. You are living your last 4 years completely stress-free. You got your parents taking care of you. You also have no responsibilities as an adult yet because you're not an adult. So have fun, make memories with your friends and your person. Just explore things, go out with them, have parties, go to the sports games. Try to involve yourself as much as possible, because once it's over, and you don't want to sit back and regret not taking certain opportunities when you could have. So that is all the things that I wish I knew before high school. If this video was very helpful and you resonate with it, or if you're a younger person who's not yet in high school or is about to go through high school, I hope this video teaches you some things so that way it gets you ready for what high school really is, and you can kind of be a little more prepared than I was. If you guys enjoyed, give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell as we have a few more episodes inside this back to school series. I appreciate all the love and support, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye!